Devi, right? The boy. He's got some. When it comes to journalism skills, he's one of my favorites. He presents it in a fun way, and he talks about shit that I actually find interesting. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people get into pop culture journalism. They talk about the boring shit, right? Because they don't have selective discernment with what they talk about. I feel like Zevi low key got that. Everything he be talking about, I'd be like, I'm kind of interested as a motherfucker in this. And right now, you about to tell us why Lil TJ is a suspect in the Offset shooting. If you didn't know, Lil TJ and the man Offset from the Migos, rest in peace, Takeoff, one of the most legendary rappers of all time, of course. Apparently, a while back, they was in a casino. While in said casino, da 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 da. Offset asked TJ for money. TJ loaned him like 10K. They leave the casino. TJ texts him, some asking about the 10K or whatever. Offset says, get it back in blood. Apparently, Mr. TJ, from my understanding, wasn't wasn't cool with that. And then caught him at a casino again, which all of this does lead me to believe all of the Migos just have serious gambling problems. Like, rest in peace, Takeoff. But he also died in a gambling situation. It seems like the Migos really got to get away from gambling, bro. But yeah, they were squabbling up. TJ got the beats put on him, and one of TJ's homeboys popped the blicky as TJ instructed him to, and shot Offset. Is my current understanding, but we're gonna see if Zevi expands our understanding. You know what I mean? But let's hit the bong so we get right into this. Let's get into it.
So Offset had a problem. He was just recently shot outside of a casino, but he's fine. He's doing fine. But the police suspect another rapper to have something to do with this shooting, and that rapper's name is Lil TJ. Now,
As I just said, so far I am correct, 100%.
why did they suspect Lil TJ? You ask, great question. So Lil TJ was at the scene. Lil TJ.
Now, sources do tend to say Offset was screaming, "Oh shit, he shot me," while pointing at Lil TJ and his goons.
and a couple of his friends
This is all hearsay, though.
was there when Offset got shot. Also, there were rumors that Lil TJ and Offset had problems beforehand, and Offset owed Lil TJ some money. We'll get to that in a moment. But according to Lil TJ, after Offset got shot, Lil TJ was, walking down the street, and reporters are running over to him, and there's paparazzi everywhere, and Lil TJ says, Offset's a snitch, Offset's a snitch. As soon as Offset got shot, this is what Lil TJ was saying, as soon as Offset got shot, all I know is Offset pointed his finger at me and said, "You shot me."
I might already know all the facts. Shit.
This very well might have happened, but that doesn't mean Lil TJ is the one who shot him. In this instance, it could have came from Lil TJ's group or somebody past Lil TJ, who knows, and Offset may have speculated it was Lil TJ because Lil TJ and Offset were having issues. Okay.
And by issues, Lil TJ just got the beats put on him. That's the translation for you.
Okay. The police are looking at Lil TJ and the people in Lil TJ's group because police, I guarantee you, look into these rumors heavily. Police absolutely look into these rap rumors heavily. If you think police are not looking at goddamn DJ Academics posts, then you're tripping, okay?
That's like they always say, all the DJ academics, the Vlad, everyone says they the feds. Half the time, they're really not purposefully the feds. The feds is just watching.
Because they need to put two and two together, and where do celebrities and rappers love to post their drama? Online. They absolutely love to post their drama online and air themselves out.
This is true. This has been true since the inception of social media, right? If you need proof, look at Chicago Facebook 2012 to about 2015. Well, to this day, but 2012 to 2015, it got deep. It got deep in the Chirac War on Facebook.
Um,
Facebook was like the main source of connectivity in the hood. Shit got crazy on that motherfucker.
in this case in particular, there were some DMs, or excuse me, before the DMs, Lil Tjay was on a DJ Academics interview a little while back, and you know they're talking about Offset, and Lil Tjay was beating around the bush a little bit, but he just couldn't help himself. He just said, you know what, yeah, basically, Offset owed me some money, and why I call that snitching on yourself.
He basically wanted to air him out, but didn't want to seem like he came on there to air him out about the fact he owes him money. You know what I mean? I feel like we've all tried to do something like that. You know what I mean? When you try to slick mention something to somebody without just making it seem like that's the only reason you really came up to them about it.
Is because that's enough for the police to look. Don't even think about police for a second. Think about you as a person, and I'm gonna give you this information, okay? Hey, Offset and Lil Tjay were at a casino. Offset got shot. Offset owes Lil Tjay some money. Who do you think did it? You know what I'm saying? So police would simply put two and two together because they know.
It is very simple dots to connect. It's really like a straight line here.
Offset owes Lil Tjay some money, or at least Lil Tjay thinks Offset owes him some money. Lil Tjay said out of his own mouth, Offset owes me money. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So this is like self-snitching on yourself, basically. This is why you don't say things on interviews and the internet, because the police will absolutely use that. They may not use that as evidence on the courts and in the courts, but they're gonna look at it and say, let me try to put two and two together, okay?
Appreciate that, Omar.
Going back a little bit, what corroborates the story of Offset owing Lil Tjay some money is a couple people have come out. There are rumors that Offset has a gambling addiction, and here's where things start to get wicked.
Again, see, this is what I mean. Is it rumors or is it pretty much a fact at this point? The Migos, all three of them, have a gambling addiction. Almost like for a fact.
So if you know the history of Offset was part of a group called the Migos. Listen closely, this is important. Part of a group called the Migos. Now, the Migos are under a label called QC. All right, it's a famous Atlanta label. Lil Baby's under it, was under it, or might still be under it, I don't know. Offset specifically was stuck under his quality control record label. And to get out of that label, he had to pay, and this part is alleged. And when I say alleged,
see, this is the part I didn't know anything about. I feel like the reason Offset is broke or anything, which is what it seems like. It really seems like the Migos is going broke. I have no idea the reasoning now. I don't know nothing about the labels and the contracts and none of that.
There's a lot of things I have very strong evidence for, but I don't like to say things that are for fact if I don't see it with my own eyes, okay? But Offset paid $10 million to get out of his quality control deal. $10 million is a lot of money, and I'm sure you know it's a lot of money, but some people think rappers, super rich, they gotta like that. $10 million is a lot of money.
Most rappers, even the Migos, don't just got $10 million to throw around, keep it real. It's just usually a strong percentage of their net worth.
For anyone, especially a rapper who was already giving a bunch of money to the record label anyway. Offset's been in the game for many years though, so he had the money. And he allegedly paid $10 million to get out of his deal. Then he had a divorce with Cardi B. That's a lot more money. And then the IRS comes knocking on his door.
Yeah. Now, in his divorce, though, is he the one really losing money? Because I wouldn't be surprised if Cardi B was richer than Offset. But maybe not, you know. Cardi B hasn't been in the game as long as the Migos, you know. But I don't know. I mean, I guess... I mean, the divorce proceedings probably out there. We probably know the number, to be fair. Probably just didn't say it.
That's for $2 million. That's a lot more money, okay? And allegedly Offset decision to recoup all that money or get all that money back or make money to pay the IRS. Oh, and to corroborate that IRS story, Cardi B was on a live and she said, basically why I'm not out of my divorce settlement is Offset wants me to pay his taxes. Broke ass. She didn't say that second part. I got a little carried away. But what was I saying?
You know what's crazy? He really might finesse that because of the whole, like, technically the debt is both of your debt because you're married or whatever. That'd be some crazy bullshit that he pulls off, bro. Cardi B, you be going through it when it comes to men. I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah, so Offset, to recoup that money, he went to gambling. He said, boy, you know what? Why?
I could test the odds. You know what? I can make an album. Why would I do that? When I could just bet on horses. I think I got a good sense.
I'm not sitting over here trying to work on music when I could just gamble. That's free money.
Exactly.
One thing for sure, two things for certain. If you go to a casino, if you gamble in general, the house always wins. That's not a saying for no reason. If you think you're gonna make money at the casino, you're sorely mistaken. You are mistaken because statistically, you're not going to come out winning overall. You know what I'm saying? Now, Offset apparently was so in deep.
Bro, I've been gambling a handful of times in my life, and I am already, I think, over like $2,000 to $3,000 in the hole. I never win. Like that dead ass. There's never been a time I went to a casino, done slots, cards, and never won. To be fair, I've never played like poker or blackjack. I feel like that's more skill based, but just off luck, not once, not a single time.
Deep with this gambling.
Like, there's never even been a time I've been like net positive by like a lot of money. I think I've at most been net positive like $100. Like, just like, let's say I went in with like 250. At most I've ever had is 350. Like total.
That, and so I'll tie into Lil TJ in a second, but Offset was so in deep with this gambling. Apparently,
and the amount of times I've lost has very quickly taught me, yeah, I really just don't like this. I don't enjoy this at all, actually. I never win.
These casinos are buying Offset. They're giving him private jets. They're letting him take a jet to like visit family and then take a jet back because they want him in those casinos fast.
That's crazy.
Linda, them folk are.
That's predatory.
They're robbing.
They do that to tons of people. I'm not saying that is right, but that is like that's their casinos. That's their strategy with rich people. They're like, we're gonna give you every amenity so you want to be in the casino all the time.
You blind at that point. If you can't see, if you think, they give me a jet because I'm Offset.
The kindness of their own hearts.
Out of the kindness of their own heart, man, these casino men, they take care of me. Boy, they're running a lick.
Yeah.
So they was running a lick on, bro.
It's been licked.
Gave him a private jet. They be giving him free stuff here and there. They said, no, this is your suite. You got a suite right up there. You got a suite. You good? You good?
That's crazy.
Oh, my goodness. And these casinos are in the business of making money. So apparently Offset losing a bunch of cash. Okay. Before Lil TJ, somebody else came out. Selena Powell? Is her name Selena Powell? Selena Powell?
Yeah, Selena Powell.
Selena Powell was doing a podcast interview, and she was saying she had relations with Offset and one.
As she says about every rapper, which is true, don't worry, she got the receipts. But Selena Powell she been with every motherfucking rapper. And they daddy.
Day out of the blue, this is Selena Powell saying this. Offset ring called in the middle of the night.
Ring.
She said, hello, I can't do this and that right now. And Offset's like, nah, I need some money. No. He DM'd her this before the phone call. He DM'd her, I need money ASAP. How much you got? She goes over, she gives him money. He's like, the bank opens in the morning. I got you. He didn't got her. He ran off on the plug. Okay, she said he never paid her back, and she gave him.
Running off on Selena Powell is crazy work. Because out of everyone you would have asked money for, you'd think he'd ask, like, his baby mama, maybe a family, not Selena Powell. It's really because he knew he could just rob her blind. Let's keep it real.
she thought she gave him 10K apparently, and he said, "Man, just because you gave me 15K," she said, "15K." She said, "Oh boy, I didn't count that money. I just gave him the hundreds that I had." She gave him 50K, ran off on the plug. Now,
And you know what's crazy? She'd probably still go fuck him again. She's that kind. She's that kind.
this is according to Selena Powell. Fast forward, Lil TJ was just chilling in the casino one day, and this was before Offset got shot. This was before this incident. So remember, so there's Selena Powell and
This is the first casino incident I was talking about where you originally gave him 10K.
Cardi B coming out in those interviews saying that, and then Lil TJ and Offset run into each other one day at a casino. Not this current time. Again, not this current time. So Lil TJ runs into Offset. They're like, "Oh, what's good?" Like, you know, they cool. And Offset's like, "Damn, like, you got some money, bro? Like, you got 10K? You know, I'm losing over here in these casinos, and I'll pay you back like right now." Lil TJ's like, "It's Offset. It's Offset. He's a rapper. He's from the Migos. He got me. He absolutely."
See, I feel like rappers now are finally starting to get to the point where they're realizing just because someone else is a rapper doesn't make them your homie. But the problem is, while they probably find more success in their personal lives because of that, the music industry and rap industry has definitely suffered.
He got me.
But also, it's mainly because they all are like fake as hell. Like, why are you running off on 10K, bro? Like, come on.
So he gives Offset 10K, and
Like, the way you popping it all the time, it just seems like 10K. Like, you ain't got no reason to run off on 10K.
lo and behold, Offset not paying him back. Offset not paying him back. He said, "Oh, what's going on?" So, Lil TJ DMs Offset one day saying, "Boy, I'm gonna smack you." You know, he might have came in a little too strong, asking for his money.
Not strong enough.
He did come in strong. It is 10K, though. You know what I mean? At a certain point, it's like that. It doesn't even need to be words. Like, we both know you owe me 10 fucking K.
So you basically, you said what?
What up, Danielle?
Not strong enough.
Not strong enough is nuts because Offset,
That's a lot of money.
that is a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
Traveling around, all that.
$10,000 is a lot of money, and somebody not paying.
Especially if and I'm watching you travel around, private jets, all this bullshit. I'm like, why are you not giving me my fucking money? I'd be pissed. I ain't gonna cap.
You back, that'll piss you off. But the thing is, sometimes you catch flies with honey, or what's the saying? You catch bees.
You catch
with honey?
more flies with honey.
Why would you want to catch flies? Anyway,
Regardless,
yeah. So
you can use a fly swatter.
well, the fly swatter
I'm
don't
chilling.
work all the time because listen.
But when it does,
Well, listen. So he basically opens up with that line. Lil TJ saying, "Where my money? I'm gonna smack you." Type. Offset said, "Boy, you tripping? Your name Lil TJ." No, he didn't say that part. I'm getting a little carried away again. But he said, "Look, like you must not know who I am. This and that. Like now you gotta get it. Like."
See, for Offset to say that at this point, kind of crazy. Because you was the Migos, but now you just Offset. You know what I mean? Big difference.
You know, you're not gonna get it me handing it to you. You gotta get it some other way, tight. You know what I'm saying? Lil TJ said, "Okay, well, that's what you're saying." Offset said, "That is what I'm saying, damn Skippy." Now the police are
Damn
absolutely
Skippy.
looking at this going, "Huh? What, you look at this conversation, y'all? What? Excuse me, Officer Williams. Look what Lil TJ messaged Offset." Now this is alleged. These DMs could be fake. So you can't really bring this to a trial. Maybe, I don't know. Sometimes the prosecutors will surprise you with what they can get away with, but the police damn sure are going to look at this and say, "Well, this is probably true. This is probably true."
It's probably...
Academics and Lil TJ during the interview, Lil TJ alluded to basically saying something like that. And they basically say, "Okay, I'm going to see you when I see you." And Offset says, like, "I'm in Miami," type. And Lil TJ said, Cool, I'll be in Miami. I'll be there too." Well, then fast forward, Offset gets shot in Miami in a casino. And the thing is, it's not too hard to find Offset apparently because he lives at the casino basically, right? They are giving him private jets, so all you got to do is keep knocking on different casino doors.
I mean, he was posting on Snapchat at the casino.
Maybe.
Really just roll up to every casino in Vegas if you really want it back. Just start going down the strip.
Maybe. But then so Offset gets shot and
but yeah, just like that, Offset gets shot and
apparently, allegedly,
Very
Offset
casual.
points at Lil TJ. He shot me because Offset probably thinking like we just had that text conversation where I said, you know, get it back in blood.
See, I feel like he's missing the part where TJ got the beats put on him.
Right. And, you know, Lil TJ standing there like, well, I mean, I'm not that stupid to do something. Look, they're going to have to look at the footage because there were cameras. And
Doing that at a casino was ridiculous. They got cameras all over that motherfucker. Like, bro, do something like that at a casino, dumb as hell. You kind of fried yourself. I'm not going to cap. Especially, I mean, one, you're going to be banned from every casino in Vegas. Two, you probably going to go to jail. I ain't going to cap. Especially if you got caught on 4K. It's not looking good.
You know, but who knows what these cameras caught exactly, because there's a camera outside showing Offset basically laying down and people... No, excuse me, showing Lil TJ down because he was being restrained by the police. So that means there were cameras in the vicinity. Now, that being said, Dez Bryant, before we get back into Lil TJ, Dez Bryant, the football player, came out and he said, look, dude, I saw this Offset Lil TJ situation and I don't want to snitch on nobody, but I mean, I had a situation with Offset as well. So remember, that's Selena Powell saying...
Okay, see, like, I get wanting to be like, man, Offset owe me money too. But at that same time, I feel like you're setting up... Right, if it were to be a court case, theoretically, you're setting up a... a line of... Damn, I'm struggling with words right now. You're setting up the fact that Offset has a habit of running off on people for money, which maybe if you took him to court, you'd be able to get your 10K back. But in this situation, you'd be able to set that up. You'd be able to be like, okay, so he tends to do this. He took TJ's money, which probably is on another camera at another casino at some point. And then you could be like, all right, well, this is probable cause for TJ to shoot him, even if they didn't straight up have the 4K footage of TJ shooting him, which is another thing they probably have. Let's be for real.
Offset owed me some
TJ or one of the said goons.
Money because he was gambling.
So I just feel like coming out right now, not the smartest idea, but you do you, gang.
If I didn't mention it earlier, Selena Powell, when she gave Offset that money, it was at a casino. She gave it to him at a casino.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and then he asked her for more money after. He said, I lost it. And he asked her for more money after. So I feel like that was kind of important to the story. I skipped right past that one, didn't I?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we got Selena Powell, and then we got Lil TJ not getting his money back. Offset in the casino. And then we got Dez Bryant, the football player, saying, look, dude, me and Offset was doing this and that, and he owed me some money. I believe they were like, they were playing they were making a little bet or something like that.
I'm pretty sure they said they were like shooting dice or something, and Dez Bryant was up like a couple $1,000 on him. This nigga Offset pretended to be asleep. And when he was trying to wake him up, like, his friend started to get like a little angry and testy with him, trying to make him leave, bro. So he was just like, whatever, you got it.
And he said Offset owed me some money, and then he took a nap on me. That's what he said. He said Offset owed me some cash, and then before Offset paid me, he took a nap.
The football player, right?
That's Brian is saying that. He said
it was $8,000.
$8,000.
$8,000, and he just sat here. Yo, bro. I'd be mad as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Just cause how you know he was not fucking asleep. You just faking that motherfucker.
Oh, that's Brian. Mm-hmm. He said $8,000. He said Offset was taking a nap, and he said,
"I'd be sick. I'd be sick.
This is a convenient time to take a nap, but let me allow him to take a nap for a little longer." Des Bryant waits his allotted nap amount of time, and then he starts.
Like, how long you think he was there just letting him sleep before he was like, all right, let me just try to wake him up or something?
Tapping Offset. He starts tapping Offset, shaking Offset.
You can shake him a little harder.
Well, apparently Offset's a heavy sleeper, goddamn, because Offset...
Exactly, bro. Like, you not sleep, bro. You just faking that motherfucker.
Des Bryant knows you're a big man. I'm sure Des Bryant is a big man. He's a football player. When that boy tapping you on I know you shaking a little bit.
You will feel it.
Ain't nobody in the world can sleep that heavy except for Offset. Apparently, he's right. Offset's people start looking at Des Bryant a little crazy. Like, excuse me, that's my man's. You
Why
a
you
big
touching my
man,
dog like that?
Like the YouTuber just said. Okay, Offset not that big. You shaking him and it's not looking right.
He's pretty scrawny.
Well, you better leave my man's alone type.
That's the plug right there. Like, he got all the money, and he may be spending it all, but we not gonna let you just take any more. You know what I mean? He may run out soon, but we're not trying to expedite the process. I feel like that's their mindset at this point. He gonna gamble it all away, but we gonna try to slow it down.
Is Bryant aware of this? And he realizes he's outnumbered, and he says, all right, let me leave it alone. Leaves, never gets his money back.
I mean, like, he obviously has enough money playing in the NFL to be able, like, AK is not the biggest loss, but it's just like the principle at a certain point, bro.
Regardless, we'll see how much evidence the police have in this, because according to Offset, he didn't say anything. He said he didn't see who shot me, he didn't see this, he didn't see that. If Offset did mention this about Lil TJ and then they went back to the interviews and all that, then they'd probably have more of a solid case. But if Offset's not cooperating, if Offset doesn't say anything, then it
really depends if they got that 4K footage or not. That's what it's gonna come down to.
Would be a tough one for the police, let's just say. You know, the situation, who knows how it will turn out, who knows how much evidence police have. From what we see, it's super circumstantial at this point right now, right? It's this person said this person's not saying this person's saying that. We saw some text here, some text there. That's not gonna hold up in court yet. Did he actually say something about the situation? You know, fun fact. At the end of the day, police will be watching.
At the end of the day, the day's gonna end.
Lil TJ,
that's what they say.
A little bit closer, let's say, and just waiting for a mistake. This is what police do, like in situations like this. Like if they can't get you the first time, they're gonna say, fine, no problem, no big deal. They're praying for a slip up the second time. They'll also be watching the people affiliated with Lil TJ as well. They watch the people associated with him, close to him, and if they can, and you know, this is actually how Lil Durk got locked up as well. They caught an affiliate of him. They watch the affiliates. They wait for them to mess up. So it is a dangerous situation if you're a rapper in these situations, because a lot of times they just like to get the person associated with you, and then they say, hey, look, we got you on this crime. Oh my goodness. Do you want to tell us about a friend you may have at a casino that you may have? You can tell us this, you can tell us that, or we can just lock you up forever, no big deal. And nobody gonna care. Nobody knows your name. Like, we just gonna stab the book on you. All right, nobody watching this case, we're gonna give you 50. Like, and a lot of times they say, well, I was at a casino with Lil TJ, and then their name gets shaded out of the indictment, and some people start speculating who's a snitch, but it's a tale as old as time. We've seen the feds and the police employ this strategy in many a rapper situation. So, Lil TJ and Offset better watch the people.
Well, basically it comes down to, is somebody going to snitch, and do they have the 4K footage? If Mr. TJ is going to jail on this one. Obviously, you know, hope not. I hope we keep getting good music, but I don't know. It's a little bit of a dicey situation on this one. I am not going to cap. What up, Mari? Haven't seen you in a minute, gang. But yeah, I'd definitely say this one a dicey situation, to say the least. If you were to ask me, I don't think TJ's gonna go to jail for this. I don't think he'd go to jail for this, even if they have the 4K footage. Low-key, I think he'd have a good enough lawyer to get him some type of probation, fine, something. I don't know. Especially if Offset's not cooperating, it just becomes a hard case for them to win. You know what I mean? But as always, if you're watching on the YouTube video after, come check out the stream sometime. Let me know anything you want me to react to, and we're about to get into the next one. Thank you.